The Shadow of Blackthorn Keep. Blackthorn Keep loomed over the cliffs of Wyvern's Reach, its jagged towers clawing at the stormy sky. Once a bastion of the Sigil Knights, it was now a ruin, abandoned after the betrayal of one of their own, a knight who had turned to the dragon kin, trading loyalty for power. The traitor's name was lost to history, but their deeds lingered in whispers, and the keep remained a cursed place, shunned by all. Eadric of Blackmere stood at the gates of the keep, his cloak drenched by the relentless rain. He had come alone, answering a summons sent in blood-red ink. The message was brief. "Meet me at Blackthorn. The truth waits within." The truth. Eadric had fought for years to uncover the truths hidden in Albion's shadows, the origins of the dragonkin, the source of their power, and the betrayals that had fractured the Sigil Knights. If the message was genuine, it could lead him closer to the answers he sought. If it was a trap, he would face it as he had faced every other challenge, with vigilance in hand and resolve in his heart. The great hall of Blackthorn Keep was a cavernous ruin, its stone walls streaked with moss and its once grand banners tattered and faded. At the far end of the hall stood a figure clad in dark armor, their face hidden by a helm shaped like a dragon's maw. A faint green glow emanated from the armor's seams, pulsing like a heartbeat. "You came," the figure said, their voice echoing through the chamber. It was low, cold, and familiar. Eadric's hand rested on the hilt of vigilance. "I came for the truth. Who are you? And why did you summon me?" The figure removed their helm, revealing a face Eadric had not seen in years, a face he had mourned. It was Kael, his former comrade, his closest friend, thought long dead after the siege of Ravenspire. "Kael," Eadric's voice faltered. "It can't be. You fell." Kael's expression was grim. "I did not fall, Eadric. I was left behind." Kael stepped closer, his armor clinking softly. "Do you remember Ravenspire? How you ordered the retreat, leaving us to die?" Eadric's chest tightened. "I remember. I've carried that weight every day. But I didn't abandon you, Kael. I made the only choice I could." Kael's eyes burned with anger. "And what of my choice? I could have fled, but I stayed to hold the line. I fought until the dragonkin took me. They offered me a choice, death or power. I chose power." Eadric's hand tightened on his sword. "You betrayed us." "I survived," Kael shot back, his voice rising. "And now I see the truth. The Sigil Knights were nothing but pawns, fighting a losing battle against an enemy we couldn't hope to defeat. The dragonkin offer strength, real strength. You could join me, Eadric. Together we could end this war." Eadric shook his head. "At what cost? Your soul? Your honor?" "This isn't strength, Kael. It's corruption." Kael's lips curled into a bitter smile. "Spoken like a true idealist, but ideals won't save Albion. Only power will." Kael drew his sword, its blade wreathed in green fire. "If you won't join me, then you're just another obstacle, and I've learned how to deal with obstacles." Eadric unsheathed vigilance, its silver edge gleaming in the dim light. "I won't let you drag Albion further into darkness." The two clashed in the center of the hall, their blades ringing out like thunder. Kael fought with a ferocity that Eadric remembered well, his strikes swift and unrelenting. But there was something different now, a savagery, an edge born of bitterness and despair. "You can't win," Kael growled, his blade crashing against Eadric's. "The dragonkin have made me stronger than you could ever imagine." "Strength without purpose is nothing," Eadric replied, deflecting the blow and countering with a slash that left a gash in Kael's armor. The battle raged, the keep trembling with the force of their fight. Eadric could feel the weight of their shared history with every strike, the camaraderie they had once shared, the trust that had been shattered. Kael's sword swung in a wide arc, forcing Eadric back. The green flames flared, illuminating the desperation in Kael's eyes. "Why do you fight, Eadric?" Kael demanded. "Why do you keep struggling against the inevitable?" Eadric lowered his sword slightly, his voice steady. Because I believe Albion is worth saving, not by becoming what we fight, but by standing against it." Kael hesitated, his grip faltering for a moment. In that instant, Eadric lunged, driving vigilance through Kael's armor and into his chest. The green flames flickered and died as Kael staggered, his sword clattering to the ground. Eadric caught him as he fell, lowering him gently to the stone floor. Kael's breathing was shallow, his voice weak. "You were always stubborn. I thought I was saving myself, Eadric. But I was wrong." Tears stung Eadric's eyes. "I failed you, Kael. I failed all of us." Kael shook his head faintly. "No. You led us. Because we believed in you. Don't stop now. Finish what we started." As Kael's life faded, the green light in his armor dimmed, leaving only the man Eadric had once called brother. Eadric closed his eyes, his heart heavy, and whispered a prayer for his fallen friend. Eadric left the keep at dawn, the storm clouds breaking to reveal the first rays of sunlight. Kael's body remained within, laid to rest beneath the banners of the Sigil Knights. The truth he had sought was not what he had expected, but it was a truth he would carry forward. As he descended the cliffs, vigilance felt heavier at his side, but his resolve burned brighter. Albion's battle was far from over, but he would fight, not just for those he had lost, but for those who still believed. And in the ruins of Blackthorn Keep, the shadows began to lift, the curse broken by the sacrifice of a brother redeemed.